it's Tracy from teachmetracy.com. Today, I thought we would go through and do our Kickstart. Kickstart is what we do every morning to get our brains in gear and active for the rest of the school day. Tools and tricks to help parents thrive in a homeschool lifestyle. This is our homeschool student, Eric J. Can you say hi?
Hello.
So the first thing that we do is we start out with some writing practice, and that would be the student's name, the date, and then the season, and what day of the week that it is. And then we also include the scripture of the week that we're working on. Tell everybody what's on your paper, Eric.
On my paper it says the first is Eric J. Tuesday, January 18th, 2022. Winter, God made a pure heart in me.
After we finish our writing practice, we move right on to our Kickstart book. Now, these are just simple folders that have the 3 eyelets on it, and they come from the dollar store, so they're very inexpensive, and it's a very way to keep this separate and organized from the rest of your schoolwork, because this is something that we use every day, so we do keep it separate from the binder. But once we finish the month, these papers go into the binder because they count as either math or social studies or science. So if you missed the video that we did last week on how to organize a binder system and how to keep your schoolwork organized within a binder system, I'm going to put that video up in the icard above. What do we have in our Brain Start book, Eric? What is this?
180 days of school chart.
Right. So this is a 180 days of school chart. So this gives the kids an idea of how many days there are in school. And then it's a good opportunity for you to create patterns and teach kids about patterns. Eric and I trade off, and what we do is I pick a row and assign all the colors, and then Eric picks a row and he assigns all the colors. And so this row is Eric's row. So he's going to fill in the day's color. Then what we have in our Kickstart book is we have a monthly calendar. Okay, so we mark off the date, and then we practice in a full sentence what the date is. So I'll say, what is the date? And he will tell me, today is Tuesday, January 18th, 2022. We want students to begin to use full sentences and make sure that they are answering in complete sentences. And so that's why this is here. It also gives you an opportunity to discuss what's coming for the day. Maybe you have extracurricular activities that you need to do, and it gives you an opportunity to practice kids' calendar skills. And again, this counts for math. We do a lot of combining different lessons with different subjects. And so this is an example of both literacy and math being combined into one thing here, into the calendar, okay? And then the last thing that we have here is probably the most fun thing in our Kickstart book, and this is the monthly weather chart. I don't know if you can see this. I'm gonna show it to you a little bit closer here. This is the current month that we're in, and you can see the calendar has the type of weather. These are cutouts, and we glue them on depending on what day, what the weather is for that day. And then at the end of the month, we tally them up. Again, science for the weather and math because you're counting them up. And then we do our own little comparison down there between the types of weather for the month. So that's how this works. What's the color today?
Today is blue.
Good. So we have blue today. You can see I also keep a Kickstart book. This is the only part that I fill out here in the Kickstart book because I do like to keep a record of what the patterns were and how many days there are to go, just for my own purposes. But my folder does not have any of the other things filled in. I keep a master calendar on the wall here that keeps track of the weather, but I keep that on the wall. It's a dry erase calendar, and so we do that. So I don't need to keep it separately in here. It's already in the classroom. In my Kickstart folder, I keep all the original, and I do keep a few copies on hand instead of keeping them digitally, so I can just convert them very quickly at the end of the month. It doesn't take forever to print them, blah, 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 blah. So just keep a few on hand. Now what's next? What's today?
Today is Tuesday, January 18th, 2022.
High five. Awesome. Good. Awesome sauce. And so what's today? What do we have today?
We have ERG. We don't have ERG today. We have only school.
And what else?
In my jiu-jitsu class.
Jiu-jitsu. Good. All right. So what is the weather like today, Eric J?
The weather is...
What's the weather?
It looks cloudy.
He's going outside to check.
It looks cloudy to me.
Yeah, looks cloudy. So I have a little baggie here that I have pre-cut some of the weather pieces. So again, I don't have to cut them every day. There are some in the bag. Now, I usually let this get pretty low before I start to cut more, but you can do it however you want to. I just put these in a little baggie and then stick them in the pocket that's in the Kickstart folder. So they're always there. We're gonna take our little cloudy piece here and then we're gonna glue it right onto our monthly weather calendar. Awesome sauce. So what does it look like the most days? You don't have to count, just look at it and tell me. What's the most weather we've had this month? Cloudy, sunny, partly sunny, rainy, snowy?
If there's so many cloudies here.
So are there more cloudies than anything else?
Yeah.
Yeah?
There are more cloudies than all the other weathers.
Good. Good. So that's it for our Kickstart book. Everything that you need for your own Kickstart book, if you wanted to implement this in your own homeschool, is down in the description box below. And please feel free to use it. You can use any of these resources that I'm giving you. It's perfectly fine. These folders come from the dollar store, and you're probably going to need a hole punch too. But I will also link down in the description box below my classroom setup guide, and you can find the 3-hole punch that I use in that also. That's all we have for you today. Thank you so much for joining our classroom today. Until next week, bye-bye.